So why China developed dramatically so fast, like extremely fast and extremely almost fair? Why? And why not Europe and USA couldn't catch? Okay, about this I want to speak. The main reason is China and Chinese managers do not work or produce or develop for an elite, like 1 or 2, 3% elites. No, while they're working, they are thinking like this. They are thinking that they are the manager of the humanity. I mean, it's clear that 90% of the humans do not have capability of producing new technologies, producing new systems, producing or creating new idea, information, new books. No, 90% of the humanity are there just to obey or follow the system and rules of this 5% of the smart ones who created technology, system, governance, companies, or whatever else, all together. That is the reason. But in Germany, in Turkey, or in USA, the rich ones are thinking they are genetically, they are smart. They like to be elite or aristocrat of the others. They like to suppress the bottom 90%. They like to be manager of the other 90% or 95% of the human, the societies, members of the society. So as a result, what's happening now? And then the bottom 90% feels, or 95% feels, the upper 5% are there for them and working for them as well. They're not thinking I'm rich now and I have enough information. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to open any factory anymore. I don't want to do any infrastructure anymore. Because the 5%, the life is okay for the 5%, So why they have to do it? So, and then the China, still, even they have money, they are thinking as a percentage level. For example, I feel in Turkey, my friends, even I have rich friends, poor friends, whatever, like middle class engineers. We are in the society. So many people also like working class. The rich ones are still thinking. Let's say when we go to a dinner, or for buying a flat or a car, they are telling, oh, it's expensive. How much? Let's say 100,000 euro. Like when you compare, he has $1 billion. He still thinks it's expensive. But the Chinese managers are thinking how much I will earn as a prediction in the future. And sorry for my English. Now I'm like learning in a way, and I don't use every day my English. Like now, last 2-3 weeks I'm in Turkey, and in Germany I speak always German. So that's the reason. Okay, so. But in China, they think as a percentage. I mean, they know, let's say when he's rich, he earns more money, and how much is to invest. Let's say they tell, again, 100,000 euro to buy a car or to buy a flat or to buy a new factory, whatever. He's thinking, or they are thinking, the rich ones, still as a percentage. How many percent of my total revenue, total how much I earn? Like, he's thinking, okay, it's cheap because it's cheap to invest because he thinks in his percentage level. Then let's say 0.04001%, perfect, cheap. Buy it, invest, produce, go. But in Turkey or in USA, he thinks it's expensive. No, it's not expensive. You get my point? To produce something, then they are thinking, while they produce, even if he earns $1 billion, he checks the market price, the Chinese ones, says one piece, how much? $100. How much they produce in, let's say, in Slovakia or in Turkey or Spain? $100, €100. He says, okay, how much we produce? 90 euro. He says, no, expensive. do it cheaper, 80 euro, 75 euro. Why? Because he says, look, I have enough capital as a percentage level, and then I can balance it to all production line, and then in the future, 1-2 years later, when the factory and company is bigger, it means my company or my land will worth again billions of dollars additionally, you know. They are not thinking like, oh, it's expensive, why do you produce cheap, produce more expensive, I want to do much more profit because I have $1 billion. No, how a USA guy will think, I have $1 billion, I will not produce something for 100 euro, I want to produce it for minimum 1,000 euro, you know. Then for sure, but China says no, we have to do it cheaper to earn at the end from the company as well, and as a human source, as a capital. Look, we are missing one thing in capitalism. There is not only capital of money or finance, there is also capital of information. The China says Chinese managers and Chinese officers and Chinese company owners, business owners says that we want to also earn as a knowledge capital, you know, not a finance capital only, you know. Let's say 100 euro and then you earn 5 euros. No, he says, okay, make it 95 euro, 96 euro. But then he will earn next 5-10 years capital, because whenever you get more order, you also learn, you know, and then you help the people. Why we are in the world? It's clear for Chinese, if you read like Confucius, it's clear that you are in this world to help others, to speak with others, to increase the knowledge level, to increase humanity, to help everybody, to do a perfect society. It's not like I'm rich, you guys poor, you know, you wanna be with me, I pay you, you know, you wanna be my friend, I can buy you. No, this is not. But nowadays I feel also in Turkey and in Europe and especially in USA, so many friendships are with money based. It's not good. It must be in a social way, like intellectual way, you know, hobby way. In Germany it's more still like a hobby based and from your childhood and family. But again, in Germany they are like separating everybody in their class, you know, rich ones, poor ones, later rich ones, company owners, whatever, you know. So why China is developing every day and will be much powerful, because they love all humans. Thanks to Chinese guys, even in Africa, all of us buy these handies that I speak now really cheap. There is iPhone, yes, I bought like 1,200 euro. It's a little bit like with more gigabyte, but there are cheap ones, 150 euro, 200 euro, even in Turkey, even in Germany. Can you imagine? China says to everybody, guys, even top of a mountain, even in Africa, in a village, information is almost free. Thanks to China, thanks to Chinese producers, thanks to Chinese like all engineers, technicians, for sure thanks to also American knowledge creators from universities, professors and everything who created these chips and all. But that time in USA also people were working for humanity. They were working to produce more product, machines, information for humanity. What happened? They don't want it anymore, because the ones who created the great America, all of them already retired or died. Now their child or grandchilds are trying to manage, and they came from a family of little bit nobran, little bit narcissist, little bit they think they are the selected ones, they are the special ones. Yeah? For sure you cannot compete with China or other also developing countries who produce for humanity, not for money, for knowledge, for information, to prove yourself to humanity, to prove yourself to the companies, factories, to your workers, to your family, to yourself, not to produce for money, But so many people in USA, in England especially now, the finance. What is this finance? You know, you are selling money, buying money, whatever, at the end you have nothing. So many people, I'm sure, tried this all these bitcoins and everything. At the end, if you know if you are a producer person, you think like, what is this? It's just a game. Like you're spending time for nothing. You know, that's not good. So again, I say China is producing to produce for humanity, to produce for all persons all around the world, for all human all around the world. They produce now cars because they want to reach a level that everybody who wants to buy a car, like in USA or Germany or whatever, everybody, even in Africa, Brazil, Argentina, whatever it is, India, everybody must and has a right to buy and drive a car. Okay, that's so simple. It's a simple, and it's also true. So, thanks to China, and thanks to old Americans, not the new Americans, the old Americans, that we came to a perfect, really good century for humanity. We have electricity, we have cleaners, hypochloric acid. I heard like in 1950s, the Americans created hypochloric acid. Thanks to them, thanks to grandfathers of Americans, they produce this hypochloric acid. Salty water give electricity. You have hypochloric acid, natural. It's not creating something bad for the nature, but killing all bacteria. That's the reason we are not dying because of bacteria. That's the reason we can still live, our child, our human. Thanks to Americans, so many things, planes, chips. But now China took over all of them because they produce for humanity. You know, think Germany. Germany was like a Volkswagen. What does that mean? The public or society's car producer. You know, now they are just thinking about the money, profit. What is the profit? Why don't you, as a car factory, why don't you go in Africa and then teach them how to produce a car as a German Volkswagen and open a factory there or assembly? Why you wanna create a narcissistic society in Germany? No, you have a knowledge. Go and teach them what happens when you control all the. But what China does now is teaching and showing how to produce so many things. This is normal, you know, because we are living in a world like everybody can be producer, everybody can be, you know, like everybody must prove herself. Even in Germany, Volkswagen sells a car an old technology car more expensive than what China can export thousands of miles far away. This is not normal. Why don't you invest robotic companies? Why don't you invest? You have finance power, you have knowledge power. Why don't you share? Let's share and make the humanity better. What happens when you have $10 billion more as a German managers or American managers or companies? What happens when you have more billions of euros? Come on. You understand? And then for sure, now we will see also India will come. China is coming. So you are still thinking like, I don't want to produce much more car anymore because of carbon dioxide, whatever. Come on, I understand the point of view. But then why do you drive a car and why an African doesn't drive a car? You know, it's not normal. Or why do you consume so much electricity at your home and so many clothes and everything? And you say, no, Africa, no. Why? You understand? This is not fair. This is not lovely. This is not good. And then when China constructs more ports and the railways and everything, or wind energy, wind in Ethiopia and all. Look, Ethiopians, their managers and president studied in France, you know, but Ethiopia takes investments from China. This is really interesting. Why they couldn't find a chance or finance and power and information to construct water dams, power plants, railways, ports, whatever. With France or from France, even they speak fluent and perfect French. It's so interesting because it shows France wants to be the elite country, Germany wants to be the elite country, and nobody can touch them. They know it. They don't want to share. I don't know. You are so poor. No, look, China says no. I'm here for you guys also. Thanks to Xi Jinping. I forgot his name. Yeah. This is important. This is best. We have to do for ourselves. You know, you cannot stop if someone is a good and want to share information, money, system. You cannot. You can compete with. Like I will be much more better, much more good person, much more productive, much more helping. Germany tries to sell weapons all around the world or sends weapons. And France is the same, USA is the same. Come on guys, so much money for this. BYD. Why don't you, as America, didn't you give when the BYD small company or CATL? I think that. If you would be a good person, Germany or France or USA would say, guys, go and buy BAD, I give you the credit. How much? $100 million. Give $100 billion, $50 billion. Give. Let's produce faster, better in USA or in Germany or even in China. Why didn't you buy? Why you are not in the, as a country and as a company in the system? This is showing also. Maybe also the ones who has this intellectual capability already died or retired in Western countries. Maybe we are thinking when we say as a Western countries like USA or France or Germany, we are speaking still maybe the ones who get born 20s, 30s, 40s and 50s. Most of them retired now. Most of them died. Most of them old now. Their child or their grandchilds are now Germany, France, England or USA. So they don't know how to manage a company. They don't know how to manage a society. They don't know how to manage, so many things. But China teaching from the childhood so many things. They have culture thousands of years. Same in Turkey. Even the Turkey doesn't have so much money, trying to help Africa and all around the world. Why? Because culturally we are learning. Even if you are like a cultural Muslim, even you are atheist. If you get born in a Turkey, even if you're not a strong Muslim, you would love to help Syria, Iraq, Africa, all countries who has a problem, especially food problem, and accommodation, let's say. Even a poor Turkey is doing it, and the rich France, Italy, Germany, England, USA do not construct flats in Africa. Do not construct schools in Africa. And then when China does, they say, oh, China is trying to manipulate. What is this? This is not good. It's not good. For sure they will do. And thanks to them, we are not seeing in videos that there is a hunger for the Africans, By the way, also thanks to Coca-Cola somehow. I don't know why, but I love Coca-Cola. Everybody hates Coca-Cola company. But Coca-Cola constructed all around the world so many factories, and they give at least somehow affordable drink, and with calorie. I know it's a little bit dangerous, but in so many all around the world, as like or McDonald's giving food, I think in not Western countries, but or like you understand my point of view. Like I like companies who like to invest for the humanity and help the humanity, So for now, that's it, my video. Thanks to grandfather Germans, grandfather France, grandfathers of Italians, grandfathers of Americans, grandfathers of England, grandfathers of Russians, and thanks to present Chinese, present Turkish society members, and company owners, bureaucrats, all the politicians. They are making the world better, lovely, productive, more environmental friendly, more joyful, more full of product, more whatever, all these positive things. Thanks to China now, and old Americans in British Italians, French, whatever. No? The new ones, I don't think. The new ones are the new politicians. The born in 60s and 70s are the child of the rich fathers, rich mother, rich grandfathers. They are living their credit, knowledge credit, finance credit. But I think if they don't change the mentality of more discipline, more productive, and working for the humanity, not for money, helping humanity in a for sure productive way. Nobody is stupid. But if you don't change the mentality in that manner, it will be every day harder and harder and harder for Europeans.